If you spend any time at all online, you may have noticed the rise of whimsy, whether you like it or not. Personally, I love it. Why not add a little bit of whimsy to your life and romanticize the everyday things a little bit more, if it makes you happy? And I was personally never a big fan of the minimalist and clean girl aesthetics either, so the rise of whimsy as a response and pushback to that is something I could get behind. You can see whimsy trending not only in fashion and aesthetics like whimsy twee and whimsigoth, but also in home decor and even hobbies like the analog bag trend, if you've heard of it, where people take their tote bag and fill it with hobbies that they can do offline like art supplies, coloring books, books to read, anything that you could do offline really.
Here's everything I'm loving in my analog bag. If you're new here, an analog bag is essentially a bag full of non-digital hobbies to keep you from doom scrolling, and yes, it absolutely works. The #1 recommendation I got last month is for the puzzle book Myrtle. When I first got this, I wanted to throw it out the window because I could not figure out.
And that in itself is not something I'm against, of course. I already do that myself. I take my tote bag and fill it with whatever project I'm going to be working on. But the fact that people are putting a name to it can feel a little bit performative at times.
It's 2026. Did you pack your analog bag? Do you have a dumb puzzle and a f***ing adult coloring book and some stickers and a f***ing deck of cards? Even you only know how to play Go Fish. You only know how to play Go Fish and Uno. But you got a deck of cards and you got a .37 tip pen. And I know for a fact that you can't get .37s at CVS or at Walmart, so your dumbass had to go to K-Town and go to that fucking stationery store to get that .37 tip pen.
But nevertheless, if it gets people offline and it brings them joy, then who am I to judge? Another thing that's great about adding whimsical things to your life is that a lot of it can be DIY'd. So today I wanted to talk about some whimsical DIY projects that you can do. And these ideas will range in difficulty from some very easy projects that pretty much anyone can do to more difficult ones if you are the more artistic type. So there's something for everyone here. So let's get into it, my whimsical butterflies. First, let's start with home decor. One thing you can do is add window film to all of your windows so that when the light shines in, you can see spots of rainbow or spots of light all around your room, and it just makes the room look so beautiful. And there's a variety of different types you can choose from, and this one is pretty easy to do in that you don't have to have a lot of artistic ability to just put up window film on your windows, so it's perfect for everyone. Plus, if you're like me and you hate feeling exposed with the curtains open, this gives you a little bit more privacy while still letting the light in. If you are more artistic, you can get gallery glass paint and also paint faux stained glass designs on your windows as well. This way you can customize the design to whatever you like or whatever your interests are. Personally, I would love a Ghibli themed stained glass window. And if you want to take it a step even further, you could make real stained glass. This one is a much bigger learning curve, but you can take classes or workshops to make cute stained glass sun catchers and wall decor. I actually took one of those stained glass workshops and I am so obsessed. I bought all the materials I needed to continue learning on my own, so I've been making small stained glass pieces and designing my own stained glass pieces, and I'm really excited to finish these projects and get them up on my wall. I will say though, it's a very expensive hobby. I spent like $400 to get all the materials I needed to get started, and then you need to continuously buy glass for your projects as needed, but it is really fun and satisfying if you do have the funds for it. And let me know if you want to see some videos on my stained glass journey because I'd love to share more. Another thing you can try is putting tiny little trinkets around the house in plants, on windowsills, shelves, etc. You might even forget where you put some of them, and then one day you'll open a cabinet and you'll run into one of your tiny little trinkets and it'll bring you joy. You could also try making air dry clay magnets. These are pretty easy to make. You can make bugs, your favorite foods, your pets, buttons. There's lots of options. The sky's really the limit here with air dry clay magnets. You can use scrap fabric or paper mache to make bugs or animals to hang on the wall. I've always wanted to try making one of these. You can also do a stuffed toy mounted head. I think these would be really cool. This is also on my list of projects to do. You can make a beaded spider web to put in a corner. It's a very subtle touch to add to your room. You can add beaded trim under your cabinets. If you have basic sewing skills, you can DIY throw pillows, or you could crochet or knit throw pillows. You can crochet or knit pretty much anything. You can make a picture frame, jewelry hanger, cute whimsical plushies. The sky's the limit if you know how to crochet or knit. You can do a DIY paper lantern. These fish ones are super cool. Or you can also get a plain white one and paint or paper mache designs onto it. You can try rug tufting. This is another one with a little bit of a learning curve, but I've always wanted to try it. And you can not only make rugs, but you can also make wall art or coasters on a smaller scale. You could try making a bed canopy with curtains. I've always wanted one of these as a kid. You could do beaded curtains or beaded tapestry type things to put on your wall. Another thing you can do is make a garland, and there's different ways you can make this. You can draw or print designs onto thick paper and string them together. You can crochet one or sew one, or even just tie scrap fabrics together. Or even those simple paper chains that we would make back in elementary school. You can make an air dry clay trinket dish or jewelry hanger. I really like this dragonfly one. Or a fairy door with cardboard, paper mache, moss, air dry clay. Or if not a fairy door, you can make plant pots into fairy homes. If you like origami, you can make paper cranes and make it into a hanging mobile. You can use cardboard and paper mache to make a trinket shelf. A teacup bird feeder for your porch or balcony or backyard. And finally, you could decorate your light switch plate for a subtle touch. Next, let's talk about some DIY whimsical projects for fashion, accessories, and random items that you can make. First, you can do a felted keychain or bookmark. You can decorate your journal or sketchbook with some fabric, ribbons, buttons, stickers, anything you could think of really. You can make an eye mask for sleeping, a flower fairy hat you can make out of felt or fabric. You can use scrap fabrics to quilt some cute whimsical designs on t-shirts, sweatshirts, and jeans. I love these cute designs with animals or characters that you're interested in. Or you can even just sew on buttons to make a cute design. I really love this hungry caterpillar one. You can crochet or knit items, ponchos, cardigans, arm warmers, fingerless gloves, strawberry mittens, leg warmers, headbands or headscarves, cute bags. I like this clown bag and the strawberry one. You can really crochet or knit anything you want, so if you know how to crochet or knit, you can do anything. You can use beads and wire to make jewelry like rings, necklaces, and bracelets. And another thing you could do is add charms to your glasses using wires and beads. These are so cute and they remind me of the gentle monster glasses with charms, but you can customize them to whatever charms and beads you like. You can make a button headband like one of these that I'm wearing. I made this one myself. Or button hair clips or ribbon rose hair clips. I also really like this wired headphones hair clip. I think it's really cool. Or finally, you can make some headphone covers or charms. So those are all the DIY whimsical project ideas that I have for you guys. If you have more, let me know in the comments below because I want to know. I love making DIY projects, so I'd love to hear your ideas. And if you want to share the projects that you're working on, you can also share it in my Discord server. I'll link it down below. And if you have video suggestions you want to see in the future, let me know in the comments, and I will see you guys in the next one.